Now, I do not want to get into the politics of who withdrew and who stayed in, because if I get involved in that, and let me just say this is not the president's dialogue. The people of South Africa called for the dialogue, and then they said it has to be convened for the first meeting by the president, because embedded in our Constitution, there is that notion that when we talk about nation building, it is the president who should lead the process. Now, as often happens...
Order, honorable members, can we lower our voices?
Now, as often happens, and you're talking here to somebody who was unfortunately involved in a number of other dialogues. You know, we had the peace process in our country when the country was dogged with a lot of violence. A number of South Africans got together and said we should have a peace summit. And when that was held, a number of other people did not participate. But a peace pact was framed, and it helped to bring down the levels of violence in the country. When we were moving forward to democratize our country, I remember very clearly we held a convention for a democratic future, which brought together a number of organizations. Many others did not participate. That Convention for a Democratic Future helped to craft the path towards negotiations. When the multi-party negotiations happened, starting with CODESA, a number of other entities that did not participate, but it still resulted in the caravan moving forward. When the multi-party negotiations happened for a new constitution, a number of parties did not participate. And these were parties of great weight, of real big influence. They didn't participate, but the caravan moved on and finally produced the constitution that we now have. And the process of drafting that constitution was so broad and so inclusive. The drafters went throughout the country to involve a number of South African citizens. So it often happens, we're experienced with this, that when national processes happen, there will be those who will decry that they have not been included, and there will be those who say this is irrelevant, and there will be those who say we don't want to participate, but the majority always participate, and they move the process forward. So in this case, I am hopeful, much as, truth be told, much as I now have nothing to do with the dialogue, because the dialogue is now being led by a steering committee of which I am not a member. This dialogue is now going to be taken forward by those people who believe that this process should be theirs. And all we will do as government will play a supportive role of financing their various activities. And in many ways, that caravan is going to move on, whether people like it or not. And those who may have an inclination to now want to be part of it and join in, I'm told that they will always find the door open. And the caravan will stop for a while to allow them to climb on, and then it will continue moving on. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.